My plan is to have a lovely meal with the local Yazidi family, and when the time is right, I will reveal this. How will they take it? What will the reactions be?
Like it's a bomb.
I'm
They're
gonna
about to
find
run
out.
away, gang. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to your YouTube channel. In today's video, we are about to find out about the strangest and possibly the oldest religion in the whole entire world that nobody seems to know about. Well, today we are watching the religion where eating lettuce is a sin. Now, me personally, this is a sin to my own personal beliefs. You know what I'm saying? I love burgers, but hey, we gotta eat only trash food. We live in gluttony.
There's a religion where eating lettuce is a sin. And it's not just a few people who believe this, it's over 500,000. And I found them here in Iraq.
Iraq?
The Yazidis are one of the oldest religions on earth. They don't eat lettuce, they don't eat pork. For centuries, they couldn't wear the color blue. The world...
Okay, so you can't eat lettuce, you can't eat pork, which that one's already, you know, we already know about that one. You know, shout out the Muslims. But blue? Are they bloods? Is this a blood-related relief?
The world knows almost nothing about them.
Yeah,
and just a
I have no
decade
idea
ago,
who
they were nearly wiped out.
ISIS is trying to wipe out the Yazidi people in northern Iraq.
500 Yazidis had been executed by ISIS.
As in the town of about 1,800.
See, like, this is the stuff I'm talking about, man. It makes me sad how we have all these conflicts, all because of beliefs. I'm up for anybody. If you believe in anything, any god, go for it. You know, I'm never gonna push my own religion towards people to be like, oh, turn to God, oh, turn to... No, because that's how we create religious trauma. You know, I have religious trauma, but I still believe in my God. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna push it for everybody else. No, because when I think of a religion is, I don't think of it as something I should be afraid of. I think of it as something I should really believe in. So if I believe in my own God, that's all I really care about, you know. I don't care if this next person next to me is an atheist, Jew, Muslim. That has nothing to do with me. I could care less. So it really makes me sad how these people are getting wiped out for not following another religion. Like, it's sad.
Only 200 survived.
80 men were just killed following their refusal to convert to Islam.
Convert to Islam or die.
Convert to Islam or die.
Today, I want to understand what it really means to be Yazidi.
How would you describe the Yazidi faith?
And how something as simple as a head of lettuce became forbidden.
My plan is to have a lovely meal with the local Yazidi family, and when the time is right, I will reveal this.
And it all starts here in a refugee camp.
Oh, man, it makes me sad. Look at those kids, man. They're smiling.
This camp in particular was built in 2014, and that means that some of the people living here have been here for over 10 years. Not only that, in this camp, over 3,000 children have been born. There are kids here who the only life they've ever known is that inside a refugee camp.
That is sad.
That said, I've only been here for a short time, but there seems to be a type of lightness here. Their demeanor doesn't match their circumstances.
See, like, it's stuff like this that makes me cry. Because as much as I want to act like I can be tough, stuff like this hurts me. Knowing that other humans can't live a life that they should because of other people. And you guys know where I'm going with this. We all know who's the big, well, not big country, but you know what's going on over there in the Middle East. We know exactly what country's taking over another country. I don't gotta say it. But stuff like that genuinely pisses me off. And like with ISIS, like I said, it's not just like Israel, but it's also the people in Iran, like the government, the terrorists over there. We have one bad guy here, and then we have this other bad guy that's ruining the lives of many people, including, you know, these people. And it's sad how they are the ones suffering.
While we're here, my goal is to learn a little bit more about who the Yazidi are and what they believe, but I also want to understand the circumstances that led so many people to winding up here. There is one thing I know for sure, and that is whether you are in a big city or the countryside or a refugee camp like this, there's one thing that brings everyone together, and that is food.
We're about to see,
Wheat flour, water, salt. Simple ingredients, ordinary almost anywhere else. But for the Yazidi people, this bread carries the memory of home.
All right, so Salman, this is breakfast. Yes, it starts with some oil.
No, like, hold on. We actually got to talk about that. Imagine being such a goated food that you are still carried over to this day and still used in the modern day. Yo, gang, flour is everywhere. Imagine being one of the oldest ingredients or foods ever made, and you still here in the modern day. I'm not gonna lie, flour is dead goated, because you can dead make anything out of it.
And then comes the batter. What I like about this is she dips her hand in some water and she spreads it out by hand over this hot griddle.
It doesn't hurt.
We call it shalik, a Yazidi traditional. There are three main ingredients: flour, water, and salt.
This is Salman, a Yazidi who understands his culture better than most.
The question I want to ask you now is probably the question everybody's wondering,
Yes.
which is, what is Yazidi? And how far back does the Yazidi
Yeah,
faith
how far
go?
back?
So our history, I think, is about 7,000 years.
Is it older than Christianity then?
Yeah, so it's before Christianity.
Holy shit. Okay, I need to know which one's the oldest. Hinduism. Wow. The oldest religion is generally considered to be Hinduism, which has roots stretched back Indus Valley civilization around 2300 BCE. It is often regarded as the oldest living religion with a history that may extend over 5,000 years. Wait, how come Google ain't... Yo, Google, you gotta come get these... Yo, you gotta add the religion to it. They're the oldest. Dang, so they really are the oldest. Second to Hinduism. No, Hinduism is second to that one. The Azilis. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Quick intermission. Sorry guys, but we are so close to
600
subscribers, and I really want to be able to reach it. So I thought, if we can get to 1,000 subscribers, I will shave my head. That's right, guys. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you guys subscribe. Anyways, back to the video.
The Yazidis are a religious minority from northern Iraq, one of the most ancient communities in the world. They have their own traditions, customs, and a distinct religion called Yazidism.
We have our temple, we call it Lalish. We believe in one God, which is, we call it Khuda. The translation of this word is the one who created himself.
Christianity, Islam, Judaism, they're all religions of the book. But Yazidism isn't built on written texts. Most of its teachings are passed down orally, which means stories can shift depending on who you ask. And depending on who you ask, you'll hear that lettuce is an absolute taboo. Later, I'll put that to the test.
I need to know
But
why.
for now, there's one thing everyone agrees on: shillik.
You can hold it and you can keep it and it stays for a long time. Like shepherds, they're always ready to have dry food or something like this to take and to carry. So it's more than tradition, you know, like for them.
Though he's not Yazidi himself, Sangar is an Iraqi journalist focusing on Yazidi stories.
This is what also brought me to cover Yazidis a lot. The religion, the food, everything is related to the nature.
I think I discovered the fourth ingredient, which is the oil, which affects the flavor a lot, because that pan, you can kind of taste the steel of the pan, which I like, but it's a very dense, very satisfying, kind of chewy bite.
So it's kind of like sopes. I don't know if you guys have ever tried sopes, but yo, they are fire, especially whenever it gets that oily texture. Oh my god. I prefer the ones that have like the soft flour that like actually like they're not hollowed inside. They're more like fluffy. Oh my god, I love taking bites of those.
Yazidi didn't have too much food in the mountain, so they used to living on this food. I love it. I always ask my mom to make it for me.
Oh, it's excellent. I love it. I've had something similar, but nothing quite like this.
Yeah.
Very good.
You almost look like egg.
You are not Yazidi yourself. I'm curious what has drawn you to this culture so much.
We had like a lot of misunderstanding about the Yazidis. We had all these tragic stories. They're nice people, and the sad thing is they're always victims, man.
To be fair, this could just be like a...
I want to get into the history behind what brought all these people to this camp in the first place.
One of the biggest explosion happened in 2007 was in the Yazidi areas that killed like hundreds of people.
That was committed by Al-Qaeda group. Many people were killed and many people have still been missing.
And then in 2014, the ISIS, which is Islamic State, they committed one of the biggest massacre and genocide was on the Yazidis. They took the Yazidi women, you know, like as slaves, sold them in the markets. They were selling them within themselves. They killed.
So like, yo, we gotta take out all these criminals. We gotta start taking out all these. Like, I'm a very passive guy. You know, I'm a very peaceful. I'm the type that like, you know, I'd rather talk to you before we have to fight. But I know that in order to be able to defend that peace, I gotta be able to fight for it. So when stuff like this keeps happening, I'm seeing, you know, Israel keep doing stuff to Palestinians. I'm seeing, you know, Iran still suffering because of them and terrorist groups like this. I'm seeing, you know, Colombia and all that. Like, yo, all the bad things I'm seeing and the people be oppressed. I don't know if it's because I watch One Piece, but it's starting to spark something inside of me where I'm starting to go like, okay, when is it enough? When is words enough? Because they're not learning from just words. When is it? Am I stepping too radical? But I'm not in any side. You know, I'm not doing this for politics. I'm doing this for the people that are oppressed. I don't see red or blue. I don't see, nothing like that. Am I becoming radical for wanting to fight these people? Now, I'm not necessarily saying, end game. I'm not trying to say I'm trying to win the Victory Royale. I'm saying, though, fight for all these oppressed people. I'm starting to want to do something. Because I have a hero complex. I watch superheroes, I read about superheroes. And I feel like I can't be a superhero if I'm just here reacting to videos. Like, yes, I try my best to spread awareness of anything that's going on that I support, to everybody on the internet. But I don't feel like that's enough. I want to take action. And this it pisses me off seeing how I can't do anything.
They killed the men and they brainwashed the kids to be their soldiers.
There is clear and convincing evidence that the crimes against the Yazidi people clearly constituted genocide.
Around 400,000 people fled from Sinjar, leaving everything behind and spreading out across neighboring countries in search of safety. But most of them moved east, into the Kurdistan region of Iraq, specifically Duhok. That's where we are right now.
I would not go down. I saw some dots in the
This
video.
place was built in 6 months to hold about 10,000 people, and it hasn't changed much since. The tents have outlived their lifespan, and without fire barriers, things can go bad fast. Water, sanitation, electricity, none of it is reliable. Privacy is almost non-existent. Still, it was better than trying to survive an ISIS occupation. Schools and health centers are provided by the UN and local authorities. But within the camp, the Yazidi community builds what it can. Small shops, clothing stalls, even moments of escape. For children, there's no kindergarten, just open space where anything can become a playground.
I'm very curious about the camp itself, how it operates, how it works to be here. I spotted a food truck that's just going around honking the horn, waiting for people to come out. But how does it work? How do people have money?
Some people are daily workers that are working here in Duhok, in Kurdistan, but unfortunately, some families are very poor. They don't have money to buy, so we help them.
They're not getting any special discounted prices or anything like that?
It depends on the people who are selling ingredients. I think the price is the same.
So this is just produce, though?
Yes.
I mean, how are they getting their other needs met?
They got water, they got oil, they got simple services from the government.
When I visited a refugee camp in Lebanon, it was inhabited by Syrians escaping conflict. But here, it's different. The Yazidis are still in Iraq. Technically, they have full rights as citizens. But transitioning from rural farmland to urban Duhok has left many with few options, mostly limited to manual labor. For those who can't work, it comes down to aid, cash assistance, and food stamps, which means a meal like this, a meal with meat, doesn't reflect everyday life.
Dang,
it's an honor to be.
So even meat is like a privilege to them, yo. Like I was supposed to, I'm interested in this, right? But it's also making me sad. It's like, damn, bruh, this shit dead life. This is their life.
It's an honor to be invited into your home. I'm curious, how long have you called this place your home?
Kiro and Sevi are among the 50,000 Yazidis that escaped to Sinjar Mountain before ending up here.
It's been 11 years we're in this camp.
Today they're serving us something slow and comforting. A porridge that's been simmering for hours, made with...
Oh my god, I love when my mom makes these. They're like, when I first ate them, I thought they was gonna be nuts. No, they were soft. I like these because they're strange. I like that.
Made with chickpeas, bulgur, salt, onion, chunks of chicken, and milk. This is samat, a dish closely tied to Yazidi gatherings.
This is a dish I don't believe I've seen before. Thank you, sir.
I've never seen it. No, I've seen yogurt. Is that yogurt?
There's a little bit of milk, but you can do it also without milk.
It's super hearty. I can taste the dairy, really salty, but not too salty. It tastes like a cross between a chowder and a risotto. Can I take some meat? Is that okay?
I don't know what that is.
Everyone watching right now thinks I'm an insult.
I took some meat.
Okay. Very good, tasty, savory, and very hearty. When is the last time you made this dish?
He
We
look
make
fly.
it
Yo,
just
that look
in
fly.
some occasions and some of our feasts. And it says when there is something tradition that we want, we make her cook for us, because she does it better than the new generation.
Because she's so good at it.
Yeah.
That first day when you arrived here, you're going to your tent, the tent that would be yours to live in for some time. How long did you think that would last back then?
We were thinking that 1 month and we go back, and then became 2 months, and then 3 and 10, and then a year, and then children. Until it became our life here and we grow poor children. We did not even...
Man, I can't imagine not being able to go back to the place where I came from. Like, I understand he's still within Iraq, but like that certain area, I can't imagine going back to it. Like for me, in Mexico, yes, Mexico is my country that I can go back to. But within Mexico, there's this small town called Calvillo, Aguascalientes. That is my home. You know, that's my town. That's where I grew up. There's friends I made before I came to the United States when I was very little, like in the first few years. I think I left in 2nd grade. So, you know, I have people there. I have my relatives. Everybody's there. And imagine if I heard the cartel took over that place, started killing everybody else, and my family just dispersed. Like, I would feel a certain way if I couldn't go back to that small town. Like, that shit, that hurts.
We did not even know what's ISIS. They said ISIS
like imagine having a
we
whole
all had
group
to
you don't
escape to
even
the
know about,
mountains.
just start killing your people. Like that is crazy.
8 days and nights we were walking. It was like very hot in the summer. We had nothing to eat. We only had a little bit of water and we were giving it to the children. I sent my son to go down to one of the villages to drink some wheat. So we grinded and we put it on the fire and made a little bit of bread for the kids, you know, and we kept them. It was really tough, hard days until we made it here. We came to Kurdistan, they really helped us. They opened their houses, their doors, and they built this camp for us. We had a big family. I lost, not from my immediate family, but around 30 people from my family were taken by ISIS. She said, we really want to go home. We really miss it. We want to be back in our places.
Even now, Sinjar, the place most Yazidis called home, is still wrapped in conflict. Nearly 200,000 Yazidis remain displaced, many now rebuilding and starting a new life here in Kurdistan.
I can hear from his tone, obviously.
Like, I hate, and I know there will be people out there, like in a different situation, if it was 2 different countries, they'd be mad that these people are in their country, but it's like, yo, gang, they can't do anything about going back to their place. They want to go back, but they can't.
And it's still like kind of this festering wound that continues. I'm curious, what keeps you going today?
We pray with the sun in the morning and the sunset also, you know, like we go, we visit Lalish. The way we pray is not always just praying for ourselves, but praying for other people in the world. We say it from east to Damascus. That means like the whole world, you know, like so we pray
for all the
for
Azilis out there.
In Islam, there's Mecca. In Judaism, there's Jerusalem. But for Yazidis, it's Lalish Temple.
The history of this place goes back to 2,000 or 3,000 years ago.
Their spiritual center, the holiest place in their religion, nestled just about an hour from the camp.
In Lalish, so there are many things happen, celebration, festivals, and we are practicing our Yazidi ritual. On New Year, more than 50,000 Yazidis are visiting Lalish.
I've been to temples before where you have to take your shoes off before you enter.
Yes.
Here, you have to take your shoes off.
Yes.
From the parking lot.
Oh my God,
I'm curious if this place is equally as popular in the winter and the summer. Because I can't feel my feet right now.
If you sin, you better be praying 5 times a day. Because once you step in that area, yo, you're about to fall like whenever Goku and Vegeta was in the gravity chamber. You're just gonna feel that the spiritual pressure. Damn, I can't move. Yo, God gonna judge you right there and then.
When you come here, do you feel safe?
I feel like I'm in the heaven.
Wow, that's nice.
The last time that I came here was on Jumai, which is another Yazidi festival. When I came here, I made my friends and we celebrate, practice our rituals. And the other feeling is that the whole family comes together. They eat food and they see all rituals or festivals together, and we watch everything around here.
Hey, they're pretty. Wait, before I say anything, no, not on this kid. I don't want to pause on this kid. You know, judging by the way she's carrying this, I'm guessing she's old enough, probably my age, or if not, higher. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, yo, Azilis, if y'all ever need a place, hit me up. Hold on, lady. She bad as hell.
But for a people this ancient, peace has never been guaranteed. The very faith that defines them has made them a target again and again.
And Yazidi people have faced 74 genocides throughout their history. And so we Yazidis are expecting of another genocide in the future.
Why so many? Why has this group been so targeted over time?
People or other religions have many conception about Yazidis. They say they believe in devil. We don't believe in devil, so we believe in God.
At the center of Yazidi belief is the peacock angel, a figure who once defied God's command. The story echoes familiar themes from Christian and Islamic traditions, almost like Satan. But in this faith, he is not the villain. This single misunderstanding has been used against the Yazidis for centuries.
Just before ISIS genocide, we had like a million or more Yazidis. Now is like 50% of them left.
Yeah.
You know, like they got killed, missing till now. You know, like there are thousands still missing. You know,
when your faith lives only in memory, it's fragile. There are no texts to protect it, no scriptures to set the record straight. Just stories passed down and outsiders ready to misread them. The avoidance of the color blue, the caste system, even something as simple as lettuce.
This is
I was just about to say, we've been sidetracking a little bit, but we're finally about to see the lettuce. I want to know why the lettuce is such a sin. Because I mean, I think the lettuce is far above wearing blue. What did the lettuce do?
This is their culinary kryptonite. How is it that something as seemingly innocuous as lettuce became forbidden in the Yazidi faith? And if they're not allowed to eat lettuce, where does a list of culinary restrictions end?
Exactly.
My plan is to have a lovely meal with a local Yazidi family, and when the time is right, I will reveal this. How will they take it? What will the reaction be?
Like it's a bomb. They're about to run away, gang.
Thank you for inviting us over. It looks amazing.
Some displaced Yazidis have managed to find accommodations outside the refugee camp. Khalil and his mother Gaura lived through the same experience as Karo and Sevi at the refugee camp, but their story led them here.
welcome to the beautiful Kurdistan, and we hope you enjoy the food.
You know, maskoof is the national dish, but everyone I talk to about what is the one dish I have to try before I leave this country, everyone says dolma.
At its core, dolma is about stuffing rice into vegetables and leaves, but today we're doing it the Yazidi way. First comes the filling: rice, black pepper, red pepper, cardamom pods, curry powder, chopped garlic, diced potatoes, chickpeas, cloves, chicken powder, oil, and tomato paste. That mixture is stuffed into hollowed out veggies like zucchini, eggplant, tomatoes, onions, and locally grown leaves. Then comes the layering. Everything stacked into a pot, followed by chicken. Then another layer of wrapped rice fillings. Oil, salt, dried limes, and water are added, and the whole thing is left to cook over fire.
This is a very traditional way. This is how they eat like 99% of the families here.
Oh, is that for me? I thought she was so hungry. I saw her loading this plate up and I was like, what'd she run at 5K this morning?
Please be honest.
Be honest, even if it was awful, I would say it was amazing. But luckily, it's amazing. The leaf they've used, it is so thin and tender. Inside it's a little tomatoey, a little sour. Oh, thank you. Some olives. Peppers. She just gave me a pickled chili full of hot, spicy liquid. That'll wake you up. So right here, this is the onion one. That looks awesome.
Bro, that's the best.
Yeah, I want to do this. I want to go try other
same guts, but the onion, it adds a lot of sweetness and a little crispness as you bite into it. I'm getting addicted to these chilies, though.
Pickles, she made it.
Oh, you made it? They're so good. One of the fascinating things around the Yazidi faith are around diet restrictions. And that's something I want to get into next. But first, I want to show you
diet restriction? Oh, I don't know about those. I gotta eat my McDonald's. Oh my God, you just scared them.
Is a head of lettuce.
No,
he doesn't eat it.
Do you eat lettuce? No. Is that okay? Should I chuck it out the window?
No.
Don't chuck it. Okay.
It's okay to be here. It's like a tradition for us. It's just like alcohol when it comes to Muslims. Some people, they drink it and some don't.
How did this tradition come to be where the Yazidi folks are not eating lettuce?
I don't know the religious detail of it, but like this is how we grew up, to not eat lettuce. Everything else is
I
our...
really thought it was about to explain it, how like it probably caused the peacock to start dying out. It had like a revolutionary war, and it was involved to hit the president's head in some way. You know, I thought it was gonna be something cool, But hey, it's okay. If they don't know, they don't know. I can't blame them. I still think that lettuce holds the power of the universe.
Everything else is alright, like except lettuce.
Stuff them up.
What about drinking?
Yo, we sure would they not lie to them?
It's okay.
Hey, McDonald's is good for you.
Up to you. Are there consequences within the Yazidi faith if someone does eat lettuce?
I don't really know what's
Does she know?
we don't really know the consequences of it, but I don't want to eat that.
Ask two Yazidis the same question, and you'll likely get a different answer. When it comes to the lettuce issue, one traditional explanation says lettuce leaves were once used to wipe the blood of martyrs, or holy figures in sacred Yazidi history. Eating it would therefore be seen as a form of disrespect. But since Yazidism relies on oral tradition, the reasoning behind these taboos isn't always universally agreed on.
Throughout this video,
like
I've been learning a lot about
subjective
the
thing.
personal stories of so many Yazidi people here in Kurdistan. I'm curious if you could tell me your story.
We left Sinjar in 2014, he said. Our story is just like all other Yazidi stories, we are also displaced. But thankfully our situation is way better than being in the camp. We got this house, the church, they gave it to us because we take care of the church and we are very thankful. But he says thousands
See,
of...
that's what's gotta be happening. I'm over here in America. I'm seeing some churches don't even want to give milk for babies and stuff like that. Like, yo, we gotta do better. I'm a Catholic. I don't know if my churches have anything that they don't really do, that they talk about. It's like, oh, we need the money for this. I gotta investigate. But at least in Christianity here in America, I've seen a lot of pastors use that money for other things. I recently saw a video where this lady had like a baby playing in the phone in the background, as she would call her own city's churches, and I think only one of them gave her milk, and that was like a Muslim church. Any other, oh sorry, we can't give it to you. Oh, sorry, with the some and it makes me sad because it's like, hey, I thought church was supposed to be good regardless of to the person.
He says thousands of our girls were taken by ISIS, still missing and still being sold in the market. I'm sure he says you googled about the Yazidis and what they faced, how we were suffering back then, and the suffer is continuing until now.
Because of misunderstandings and clashing beliefs, Yazidis have been pushed out of their homeland time and time again. Yet even in displacement, they refuse to let go of what defines them.
Good.
Their traditions, their food,
Never
their
back
faith.
down.
For a
Never.
Yazidi, waking up and facing the
Ever.
sun in prayer, choosing what to eat, deciding whom to marry, every act is simultaneously ordinary and cosmically significant.
Keep fighting.
Life itself is the religious practice. That total integration of the sacred into daily life is perhaps the oldest form of human religion. And the Yazidis are among the last living carriers.
See, I like this. Even in the roughest day.
As somebody who is targeted for his faith, has all the adversity you've gone through shaken your faith?
She's saying, as much as it goes, we become stronger.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I
And
thought
he
that
said,
would
just
make me
because we witnessed a lot from
stronger.
others. We always be strong, we always visit Lalish, we always keep telling our children about our religion and our faith, and we will continue that, So all we need is just some peace, and we're following it more. We learn how to protect our religion also. This is what basically it is.
I'm happy about this. Shout out the Yazidi religion and all its people, you know what I'm saying? Shout out all of y'all. Anyways, that is the end of the video. You guys let me know if you guys know anything about the Yazidi or any articles or stories that I didn't know or that you want to let me know. Comment it down below. I'm very interesting, or any thoughts you guys had about that religion or just the video itself, just comment it all down below. I read and probably reply to most of it. Also, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys haven't yet, so you guys don't miss out and you join my group of people. You know what I'm saying? These are the best people in the world. We will all help once I am able to help people financially, physically, and we are going to make sure everybody's days keep getting better and better. So if you want to be able to join us, make sure you subscribe so you can be here in my credits. Anyways, I got a corner to go cry on. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.